wanted to start by asking all of the women here something that I ask myself every single morning when I wake, and that is, who am I and what do I want to do? It took me a long time to learn to ask myself that question, and more important, to actually take the time to answer the question, to not treat it like when someone says to you, how are you? And then they don't actually wait for you to answer. I never used to wait for myself to answer either. I just did it because I read some amazing book that told me I should ask myself that question. But for a couple of years, you know, the question, who am I, I've been able to answer. One simple sentence: I am a woman. What do I want to do? I want to change the world. Now, how isn't a part of my morning ritual, but I go out every single day working on the how. So I'm very sure about who I am, and I'm very sure about what I want to do. So how is something that I'm still working on. A couple of the ways, a couple of the hows. I work with Mary J. Blige, Foundation for the Advancement of Women Now. And we do a very simple and a very focused thing. We send girls to college. Girls who, before we meet them, literally have no hope of going to college. They have a dream, but until I started meeting these young women a few years ago, even I didn't understand the difference between dreaming and hoping. I mean, really didn't understand. They all had a dream of going to college. None of them had hope. We've managed to send 25 of them in a very short time frame on full scholarship to any college they wanted to go to. Not an inexpensive venture. Some of them wanted to go to schools like Syracuse and Penn State, the University of West Virginia. So it's a long hoe to row, continuing to raise money to put these girls through college, and then every year try and bring on a new cohort of girls to get going. And so we are, this June, going to have our first group of girls finishing their freshman year. May 1st, we're celebrating those young women finishing their freshman year of college, even though they're still going to be in final exams. Several of them are on the dean's list. So looks like they're all finishing. The second piece of that, another amazing and powerful woman that I have the joy to work with, Donna Karen, who I laugh with Donna, not at her, that some folks think she can't decide how she wants to change the world. What does she want to do? Does she want to empower children? Does she want to work with cultural preservation? Or is it integrative healthcare? Well, like you, Lynn, and your decision to wear whatever the hell you want to wear, Donna does whatever the hell she wants to do. She wants to empower children, she wants to change healthcare, and she wants to celebrate cultural preservation, and that's what she does. She does all three. So there is not a microscopic focus like what I work on with Mary. There's very, very broad focus in three very different areas of the philanthropic world. But doing those jobs, I call them jobs, are my version of the how. How to be who I am, how to do what I want to do. And so, Lynn, again, your speech, so motivating, and I just feel like it's so important for us women to, yes, realize our power, but just as important, once we realize it, to use it, to really use it in the right way, to wake up every morning. I pray that everybody in this room tomorrow morning wakes up and asks yourself, who am I and what do I want to do? And when you figure out, especially the what I want to do, that you work every single day on the how.